Okay, so what I'm going to do here is quickly talk through the muscular system notes so you can kind of hear some of these words pronounced. Um, Muscles make up 40% of our body weight. The human body has about 650 muscles. Muscles weigh more than fat, so because muscles are pretty compact, somebody can have um, a pound of muscle on them, and that will take up less space than a pound of fat will. Muscles only pull, they don't push. So you tend to find muscles in opposing groups. If I want to move my hand to my mouth, for example, my bicep will pull that up. If I want to then put my hand down, the tricep will pull the arm back down. So nobody's pushing, they're just pulling. Your face alone has 30 facial muscles, which is how we can make so many different facial expressions. Our eye muscles alone are thought to move more than 100,000 times in a day. There are three main functions of the muscular system. One, obviously, is movement. Our like our muscle fibers, will contract and relax. And like I said earlier, they work in those pairs. Um, Your muscles also help maintain your body temperature. That's one of those homeostasis things. If your body gets too cold, your muscles are going to start that shivering process to try to generate some heat for you. Your muscles also help maintain your posture. Most of your muscles are at least partially contracted all the time, and those muscles are making constant adjustments to keep you upright. There are three types of muscles. Skeletal muscles are the ones where you can voluntarily choose the movement. You have a couple different types of fibers. You have slow twitch fibers for slow movement, and then you have some fast twitch muscles for that kind of quick explosive movement. And so that's why a lot of time a good workout program has some of those quick jumping movements, but then also the slower using of your muscles. Involuntary muscles, they're typically smooth muscles, and they do movement that you don't mentally control. So I just had lunch a little bit ago. My digestive system is moving my lunch through by contracting different smooth muscles, and I'm not thinking about that process. It's just happening naturally. Your cardiac muscle, this is only found in your heart. This is thankfully involuntary as well. And these muscle cells will contract slowly and in a pretty controlled manner, except in an emergency where it can beat a lot faster. Now, we also have connective tissues. Your muscular system and your skeletal system really work together to help you move. And so they need to be connected to each other. You have tendons. Those are connective tissues that attach muscle to bone. So a big example there is your Achilles tendon, kind of on the back of your heel. Ligaments attach bone to bone. If you've ever heard of an athlete have an ACL injury, that is a pretty severe knee injury where they've torn the ligaments at their knee. Cartilage is kind of the cushioning in between your bones that acts like a shock absorber. And so, it's important to have cartilage in your knee joint, for example, and that's what looks like it's pictured here. All right, so we've got some more examples and information about tendons and ligaments for you to kind of go back and look at. Muscle growth and healing. So your muscles, it's kind of a use it or lose it philosophy. Oh, my dog is eating my cat food. Duke, out of there. So if you are working out and using your muscles are going to get bigger. And the way that happens is that when you exert your muscles, it makes all these little micro tears. And if you have all these little tears in your muscles are going to heal. And when they heal, they come back stronger and ready for that kind of strain again. So that's why a lot of the important muscle growth actually occurs after the exercise itself. So benefits of exercise is to increase your endurance, so your muscles can be contracted for a longer amount of time before they give out. As you put on muscle to increase your strength and what you're able to do. You also need to work on flexibility to help prevent those ligaments, tendons, and muscles from getting injured. It also has the effect of helping that cardiac muscle and helping keep your heart strong and healthy. Some injuries and disorders that can affect the muscular system. More common, you have those muscle strains or tears when a muscle gets overworked. Tendinitis is when a tendon becomes inflamed. If you ever see that itis ending, that usually tells you you're talking about some kind of an inflammation. A hereditary disease that some of you might have done a few weeks ago when we looked at genetic disorders is muscular dystrophy. And that's a hereditary disease that causes the skeletal muscles to become weaker over time, which can cause all kinds of problems. That's it for the muscular system. So you're ready to go ahead and work on that Google form.